was going through a really bad breakup, and I was sitting in my room. I had lost the 60 pounds. It was a struggle, but I lost it. And in that time, I was running and working out and watching what I eat, trying to build up my mentality state again. And then I was going through a bad breakup at the time. And so all of that just kind of definitely took a mental toll. Not that the cancer itself was like, because they were all easy cancers,
Mhm.
thank goodness. But it still it takes a toll on you because it's another medical bill, it's another scar, and you know, after it eats at you, and you just don't feel pretty, you don't feel worthy. Then you got the financial side of it. So it definitely took me down a dark hole for a little while. And luckily, I was sitting in my room and I kept seeing little model scouts, and I turned in the picture and here I am. So if I can let people know to have that worthiness and self-love, then I know I've done my job. And just to help others feel pretty and
Mhm.
that they do have a chance to do this. This was always a dream of mine since I was a kid, was to be a model. And I
Mhm.
never thought that I would even be in this industry. And then here I am. So it's all, I'm kind of like, wow, I can do this. I can achieve a dream. I am worthy. I am beautiful. And it's just, those are just scars to add stories to your life. So
Mhm.
every scar has a story, right?
Absolutely. So I find your story really inspirational. I mean, just listening to you talk about it, like you mentally went through it. Like it was a multitude of different things. It was a lot of like struggles that you had experienced. But what what was your motivation to keep going in your journey?
Because I've, I don't know, I guess I've always had to be the strong person because I've raised two kids by myself, single mom, work,
Hmm.
there was no option to quit. So you still have to keep going. You just
Hmm.
have to find your niche to help you get out of it. And I'm not into like antidepressants or being filled up. So I use working out. Running was definitely a big, huge key at the time. I would just go for a run outside, come back, you feel refreshed. Not to mention once you start seeing results, and then I love mental books like Tony Robbins, Trent Shelton, anything that's positive, anything that will help me grow to
Hmm.
be stronger. So I love it. Like I love having that motivation or someone I can go back and read or listen to, and when I'm running or feeling down, and it's just that extra help, and it really helps mentally to have that kind of resource around and
Hmm.
to get outside and enjoy the weather and not just be secluded
Right.
and just but being strong, I mean being weak, like I had no option. I still had a kid at home. She was a senior in high school. I
Hmm.
still had to work. I mean, I still had to go. So there was just no option to not be strong. So,
Hmm. And I agree with you on that because sometimes like when you're going through your journeys and stuff, it's just you and the only thing that you know how to do is continue to thrive. I'm gonna
yep.
say it's more like you weren't just surviving, you were thriving, which means it's like you were pushing past, I just gotta get through this. It's more like I gotta get through this and win, which
Hmm.
is, I admire you for that. Like you are a great inspiration for anyone out there who really needs that push to keep understanding that they are worthy, that they are capable of, even though you said that it was simple, it still was something that you didn't want to face, but you
No.
faced it anyways. Like I I this is amazing. Guys, we haven't talked about this before we got on the interview, so this is kind of like, I'm trying to formulate the questions as we're talking, so I'm just letting it all naturally flow out. But I'm just telling you, this is great motivation for someone. I know there are some girls out there that are always concerned about their looks, about the scars. I mean, all of us ladies got C-sections. Of course, we got them scars. We got babies. We got stretch marks. I consider them tiger stripes.
I do too.
I do. That's what I call them. It's like I've been through my battle and I've
Yep.
won. Like that's my battle scars. My reminders that I'm a true warrior. And the same for you. Like these are your scars, but there's beauty in these scars. There's a story to tell. There's a
There's a
strong
human
woman.
that we raised.
Hmm. There's a strong woman behind these scars. There's always, you'd be like, yeah, look, I went through that. And, you can
And
tell a whole story from them.
I was actually always so scared to wear a bikini because
Hmm.
I'm 46. So, of course, I don't have that tight, firm skin and I got stretch marks. But, this summer I didn't care. I was like, this is who I am. They either like it or not. I'm going to wear this cute little bikini.
I
I
love
mean,
that.
it's the only way to get past that fear of not feeling beautiful or worthy or anything. And I still struggle here and there about feeling beautiful or worthy and it's just going to be it's a process and
Hmm.
it's going to take time. Um the self-loving journey that I've had to endure. So it will take time, but I think it'll get there. Just knowing all the possibilities and what I am capable of now
Hmm.
versus a year ago that I didn't know.
Right.
And so it's definitely exciting.
It
Nerve.
is, and I'm glad to share this journey with you too. Like seeing you just like from when we met to right now, it's like your confidence level is going up there. Like you start like guys, when I first met her, she was like not as confident as she is now. Like she is vibrant. She is wonderful. Like she is, great to talk to. That smile that she's got on her face, like that's no lie. She is building that confidence, but I think it's more that she's building it because she knows that she's capable of doing more than she thought. So she is modeling. She is in an agency. She has
Yes.
clients booking her. Like this is one of those things where you're just like, I am like seeing your growth level. I'm seeing you as a professional model. The fact that you want to put an image out there for these young women to understand they can live their dreams too. I think
Yes.
that's wonderful.
And when I first turned in that picture to the model scout, my idea was, you know what? God will take this where he wants it. And I didn't push anything. And I'm still kind of not pushing anything. I'm kind of just letting what happens happen.
Mhm.
And and to be honest, like I don't really have a strong support. I've probably had two close dear friends that have been very supportive and not laugh at me when I told them I wanted to do modeling and everything. But David Harden, it took
Mhm.
one random stranger that I didn't even know to reach out wanting to, write something about me and help get me out there. And if it wasn't for him having kind of like that belief in me, and then he gave like that's how I got in contact with y'all, and that's where I'm at now. So it's weird because it takes one person, one random act, one thing to lead to many possibilities. And
Mhm.
and that's and I had told him the same thing is that it takes one time, one person and endless possibilities for anything.
Absolutely. I
All you
agree
got
with
to do
that too.
is just follow the path and don't force it and what happens happens. But regardless, if I can just make other girls feel pretty and other women feel pretty
Mhm.
and to love themselves and to especially young age, if they can start doing that now and not feel like they have to be judged by society to be this thin or
Mm-hmm.
no scars, no stretch marks, no cellulite, because all of us women have it. We all have it. We're not
Mm-hmm.
perfect. We're not perfect at all. So then I know I did my purpose that in this journey. If I was able to help somebody mentally in their depression, how they feel, then I know I've done what my journey was meant for this. If I don't make it somewhere else in the modeling, at least I know. But that I mean, I want, don't I want to grow and be something. But I'm just saying, like, if anything, I hope my story changes and helps others on the way.
I think it will. I think if somebody is gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, wow, like your story inspires me to keep going. And that's the reason why we do this channel. We like to get those stories out there. We like to tell people that there's people just like you in your shoes that have already gone through this. And, if your story could change just one person's life to keep them motivated and keep going, I mean, that's the whole reason. That's why I do it.
Yes, it's fun and it gives you a good feeling too, just to help others in any way you can. I have a big, huge heart. I'm an empath. So yesterday's video with Jamie, y'all had me in tears. I was crying.
Oh.
But I mean, it's all encouraging. So it's nice to know that we kind of have like a little tribe of good-hearted people with good stories behind them to share to help others. And it can also help us as a team too. And
Mhm.
it warms my heart. I really love that. I'm like, yes, I'm
Mhm.
ready to meet new people and make new friends and I love networking. So just kind of get out there and mingle. But
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to ask you a question because we have a lot of young viewers that watch our channel. So, this will be your opportunity to give your message to the youth. But what message, if you could tell them anything, what would you tell the youth right now as advice?
oh, um, just know that whatever you're going through is only temporary. You can always change it. And the best advice that I was given is you put your pants on one leg at a time and you get up and you go do it because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Mhm.
Ever since then, I've never called in to work
Mhm.
sick or anything. So just know that only you can change your lifestyle. Only you can motivate yourself. Only you can make a difference.
Mhm.
Only you have to be the one. No one's going to do it for you.
Absolutely. I'm going to piggyback on that and just say that nobody can do what you can. Everyone is unique. Everybody has their own story and everybody has their own journey. It's just what decisions you make in your path are going to dictate what kind
Correct.
of future you're going to have. So, I agree. No one else can do it but you. So you're going to
No,
have to do it for yourself. You're a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. And I just want to thank you, April, for being on my show today. I really love your energy. I love your story, your compassion. I can feel that you are a very, kind-hearted person and that you do want to be able to put a good image out there for our viewers. And I also want to ask you, like, being a model, there's a lot of people, they seem to think that you have to be a certain type of model to model,
mm,
but you don't.
mm-mm.
So, can you tell our viewers your experience so far, like what it's been through your journey from the start to right now, where you are?
Well, my journey is a little bit slower, but I've had some photo shoots. It's been fun. I'm still learning, but it's um but it's something I've always loved to do. I'm always taking selfies. I'm always taking pictures or taking pictures of other people, because I used to do photography on the side, but it just it's like a job that I can enjoy doing because I love the camera and it's slow, but I hope it picks up a little bit as we go. But um I'm excited though and
Mhm.
seeing the possibilities that come in and I'm ready. Like I'm super excited. But I mean, it's kind of a slow right now, but
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say on that part because I don't
No,
really.
that's okay. No, I think people need to understand that whenever you start out as a model, the process is a slow process,
Mhm.
but it's more like you have to build your portfolio up before you can fully be marketed completely. Like you have to know what your talents are, what you can do before they're going to start booking you a lot more rapidly.
Made
So,
There was
mhm.
two agencies I did apply for. Um, they had told me no. So that's another thing. Like you have to definitely take rejection as an okay, but it doesn't mean anything. I mean, you could just go and work more on yourself or practice more and then be ready for the next person. So I'm very thankful that the Hawkridge agency signed me and wanted to work with me and they saw the potential I had. So that that meant a lot. And it was like, oh, I can't like it was I can do this. I am doing it because people laughed at me. I'm not kidding because I'm 46. So when I was like, well, I'm going to do this for modeling and they're like, okay. Like, I mean, it's it's amazing how they just not believe in you or laugh at you and you're like, okay, well, here I am.
I'm gonna go do it anyways because
Yep.
I feel like this is something that I'm passionate about. I want to say that I've kind of experienced that same experience with a couple of my peoples. They were just like, "Oh, well, because I started modeling when I was like 38 and 38, 39. I had just turned 39 or something like that when I started building my portfolio. But yeah, I told my husband I wanted to start modeling because he told me like during COVID and stuff, he was just asking me, he's like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to do something? What do you want to do? Because I wanted to build my confidence level. I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to like be able to be more than an introvert. I wanted to just be out there and do stuff and just show my talents because I felt like I had them. I always wanted to be a model too. So he's like, well, go out there and do it. But whenever I was asking like people about the process and stuff, I didn't have people tell me the process. I had to learn it for myself. So my first thing that I started doing, which I mean for anybody out there who's wanting to learn how to do it, the first step is to do TFP shoots to help build your portfolio, to help build your experience working with different photographers and building up an image of yourself as a professional model. Now, I was always told that I couldn't be a commercial model, but because of my height,
Mhm.
short models tend to not be commercial models because designers only have clothes that are fitted for people that are 5'7" and taller
Yeah.
majority of the time. But thank goodness the fashion industry is changing and people are embracing curvy models, shorter models, petite models, models that, are a little bit more edgier, mature models. Like, that industry is starting to change. So there's always a chance to be marketed, in this industry. And I'm gonna say, April, you took the step, and I think anybody who's gonna be on the same journey with you should also take the step to learn it and
Yeah.
study it and be good at it.
It's definitely fun.
It is
I was
really fun.
definitely excited when I saw like the Victoria's Secret runway and the Sports Illustrated runway, and they had the curvy women on there. That was not like a perfect body, and I loved it. I was like, yes, that to me, that's a goal. If I could just do not even have to do the runway. I'll do like a magazine or a catalog for them.
Mhm.
Just it warmed my heart that yes, they're not just this little stick figures walking out there. They've actually got curvy women now, and it gave me hope and a possibility to expand that dream a little
Mhm.
bit. So, but like I said, it's all in God's hands where He wants to take my journey on this. So we'll see what He's got.
I believe it. I believe that God is definitely doing his thing in your life and your story, overcoming and self-love and understanding that you are more beautiful than you give yourself credit for. I believe that you're just a beautiful person. I love your energy, your vibe. Your story is going to reach somebody out there and they're gonna be like, you know what? I heard her story and it's just gonna push me to keep going.
And I
So,
love it. I love it. I love
yeah.
it.
So one
So,
more time, can you tell everybody where to find you on social media?
oh. Let me look. Make sure I have the right names. Um, oh, okay. My Instagram is A Young, Young, 1278. And then my Facebook is April Young. And that's very
Y'all,
confusing.
please go like, subscribe to this channel. Also go follow her on Instagram. She is one of those models that is definitely making her mark. She's going to do some amazing things. So y'all, please go follow her.